Hello. Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
How's it going?
Hey,
It's going. It's going. Everybody's waving. All right. Well, I am so happy to be a part of this. This is our very first edition of the Sunday night recap. And we are going to talk about some of the highlights from the weekend. And before we get started in that, I'd like to just kind of go around the room and introduce everybody. First up, CEO of Two Lit Supports Discord, the crown champion of Fortnite, the crusader of collabs, Mr. Hot Chocolate himself, he who puts the tick in TikTok, Big J, Too Lit. Yep. And next up, he is one part of his clan called Motivation for Greatness, one of the most electrifying streamers on Twitch, the DVD Cankle Dodd himself, the end. Woo! Give it up. And my partner in podcasting crimes, the co-owner of the newly minted Shiny Tin Army Discord, as well as admin for the Two Lit Supports Discord, Radical Foil 1796. Give it up for my guy. All right. And lastly, as co-owner for the Shiny Tin Army, another admin for Two Lit Supports, mental health advocate, I'm your moderator for the evening, Shiny Hero 2873. Woo! All right. Guys, I'm excited for this. Thank you for letting me be a part of this. I will ask lots of questions. Be prepared. We got a lot of information to cover tonight. This is only a 1 hour podcast. So we've got a bunch of games to cover tonight. And I know the end, you're suffering with a little bit of a sore throat. So hopefully the guys will take it easy on you.
Yes.
All right. Well, it's a big night. We had a lot of things happen. First up, let's cover the Ravens and the Dolphins game. Who wants to lead us out of the gate on the overview of this game? Anybody?
I'll go first.
Go for it.
Ravens and the Dolphins game. Tyreek Hill and Jay Waddle both had 11 catches each, over like 150 yards apiece. And I gotta say, that is outrageous. I mean, from where the Dolphins were to where they are right now, it was a big jump to me. Okay. Tyreek Hill, a key addition to that Dolphins offense, and no lie, for even on the other side, if I'm going to talk about offense on the Ravens side, to Lamar Jackson, the quarterback, he did both passing and he was the leading rusher on the team. So, I mean, for your quarterback to still put up that much offense on both sides, and still come out still losing the game, it just shows you just how incredible and dynamic the game really was offensively. I mean, I'm gonna say those defensive coordinators can definitely be probably need to get fired for how many yards their defenses gave up in that game.
So speaking of yards, okay, so Lamar Jackson went 21 out of 29 for attempts.
Yeah,
and he went for 318 yards with 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Right.
No interceptions. So I mean, that's amazing. Like,
right. Mm-hmm. And yet they still lost. That's my thing. I don't understand
it. Crazy. We can't forget about Tua though, guys.
What? Yeah,
6 touchdown passes. Come on, the Dolphins record too. That's like the first time since Dan Marino. So I mean,
right? Yeah. You go way back. Way back.
Right back. And if y'all guys don't know who Dan Marino is, Google it. He is a goat. He is a legend.
Listen, I even know who Dan Marino is.
Right. That's what I'm saying. For real. Dan Marino,
former Dolphins quarterback.
Good. I mean, all-time great quarterback.
Legend.
Oh, definitely, dude. Already a Hall of Famer. He ain't even got to have a Super Bowl to win one. I mean, to be in that Hall of Fame, how many yards he played? I mean, think about it. What if Dan Marino was actually in this era of football when it was just completely nothing but passing? He was really in the era where, the running game was still good. You had real tough defenses back then that were really, really physical. And now, now it's just a passing league. So now it's a passing league. Can you imagine how many yards he probably would have thrown for as much as he threw back then to what now the passing league is? Shoot, man. He'd have like probably 500 yards a game. How many times he'd have passed the ball back in the day? He'd be a monster.
Speaking of 500, so the quarterback for the Dolphins was close to 500. He was a little bit shy, 469 yards.
Was that look, Jay, is that all?
Is that all? I mean, man.
He's like, is that all? Like, come on.
Like, yo, he was out there. He was throwing that thing like, yo, my respect to that guy.
Good point still throwing, like for him throwing so many touchdowns, though. I mean,
he threw 50 passes total.
He's doing like
36 of them to be completed. That's pretty good numbers.
That's pretty fair. That is pretty fair. I will give him that.
So can we all agree still though that like with Waddle and Hill being on the field at the same time, man, what a dynamic duo, huh? Like what a duo. Because even then, if I'm looking at the stats here with Andrews, which is the tight end for the Ravens, and Bateman, who was a wide receiver, they both still caught for over 100 yards apiece. Yeah. And yet they still, I mean, I'm just saying, to me, it was just like an offensive clinic. The game was just strictly offense. Something that, like, I don't like too much offense in the game. I mean, it's fun to watch, but like I like a real close game, and it was still close. It gave you everything. It didn't give you much defense because it was too much scoring, but they gave you a lot of scoring, but it was still ended up being a close game.
Any favorite plays?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Like, what are we thinking? Like, what was the standout? Anything?
To be honest, I feel like the standout was the Ravens pretty much dominating that whole match, and then the Dolphins just coming back out of a 20-0 deficit to win the game. That was the whole capture of the whole game. Like, the comeback was real.
Right.
I was telling that Blue Zombie that last time I checked the score in the second quarter, and it was like 28-7. I came back at the end of the game. It was like, what? They're in this game?
Like, what happened? Like, if you walked away and you missed it, you were like, wait, I thought this was a throwaway. And you came back and like, no, that's not what happened at all.
Yes.
Right.
And granted, because I remember even when we were watching the games, this is not the only game it actually happened in. Like, all these games yesterday were extremely close and very, very exciting to watch. So, I mean, I know this is just the first one we're talking about, and I know we have plenty more to talk about, but man, there's just way more games, even with the highlights. I mean, Lamar Jackson, I mean, come on, guys. He's like a creative player himself, just running at quarterback as much as he does on the field.
Yeah,
I agree.
For Tua to play the way he's played, and y'all already know what I'm talking about because he's had some rough years, especially with injuries. So, I mean, he's just been a dynamic. He, like, in this game here showed me what he can really do with that extra weapon on the field in Tyreek Hill. That's a game changer for me because he already had the tight end. He had one receiver already that was a rookie last year. And for Tyreek Hill to come in and do what he does best, and that's just being the cheetah, he's, like, to me, just a great weapon to have. And like I said, Lamar Jackson, I mean, former MVP, you already know he does what he does best. He's all over the field. But I think it was just a really good game. Compared to that one good game to start off with, that was a really good game.
All right. Well, let's keep this movement going here. So next up on the field for discussion is Bengals versus Cowboys.
Straight into it.
We're gonna jump in now. Just for transparency. Who on this panel is a Cowboys fan?
I'm going to go ahead and raise my hand. I'm going to actually put a little bit closer to the screen.
Who is a Bengals fan? I know, I raised my hand twice. Let's not talk about it. All right. You know what, Radical, I'm going to let you kick this one off.
Well, being unbiased here, we have to start off by talking about the performance of Cooper Rush because, him coming in as the backup quarterback to Dak Prescott, he did perform very well, had some very accurate throws, just played it well down the stretch, and ultimately helped. I think him and the Cowboys defense stepped up big. The Cowboys defense stepped up big. Micah Parsons, got some really clutch tackles there near the end of the game to prevent the first down. Joe Burrow Joe Burrow running in and everything like that. So I think that's the first thing we have to highlight is Cooper Rush's performance.
Mhm.
I think he did really well for a backup quarterback that's barely gotten time. He started like one game in his career, so I mean, at least in Dallas. So I think that's the really big highlight of that game was Cooper Rush's incredible performance.
I just want to stop you right there real quick. We've got a technical issue. Radical, for some reason, your audio is not coming across on your stream. I've had two people who tell me they can't hear you for whatever reason. So Druid, Monka Scoop, I don't know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can. I can hear him just fine on my side. So just give it a
I know what I need to do.
Hot second.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to.
How's it going, War Machine?
Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's cool. I should be heard now. Or yep. I should be up now.
I can hear everyone else. I can, just not Radical. All right, Monka Scoop, are you good now?
Monka,
there we go. Yes, they got you. Okay, your audio is good. So you just want to recap real quick what you said.
I'll just say what I said. Cooper Rush.
Prescott Rush
was the backup quarterback to Dak Prescott. He gave him the game yesterday against Cincinnati, and he just kind of he lit up the show. He lit up the game. The Cowboys defense played very well, stopping Joe Burrow and the rest of the receivers. So that is the basic recap of that game. This highlighting the performance of Cooper Rush as being the backup quarterback and the Cowboys defense stepping up when, who knows if they would. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I was going to ask the question. How many of you all were surprised by Cooper Rush's performance?
I'm gonna go ahead and speak on that. Now, when it comes down to it, I actually am gonna dig a little deeper in here because it's almost like it's playing out as the same scenario. I know a lot of you guys, if you actually still you watch the Cowboys as much as I do, when Dak Prescott came in, it was the same exact formula of like Tony Romo getting hurt, right? And Tony Romo got hurt in the preseason game, and then all of a sudden, Dak Prescott came in and we had like the best record that the Cowboys have ever had. I mean, y'all know that. And then eventually Dak Prescott ended up taking Tony Romo's spot. Now, a few years later, now we're in the same scenario. Okay. Dak Prescott's getting hurt. And then all of a sudden, now you got Cooper Rush coming in as a backup quarterback and literally playing pretty decent enough to feel like, hey, we don't want to stop the mojo. We don't want to stop this momentum if we're winning with this guy. I mean, What would you do? This quarterback here that we paid so much money for can't stay on the field because he keeps getting hurt all the time. But we got a backup who's playing exceptionally well. He can be a great game manager. We got a pretty decent defense that can stop any offense, by the way. I'm going to say that right now. People don't believe that we ain't got a defense. You better wake up. But at the same time, it's just the surprises of Cooper Rush. It definitely surprised me because remember, we didn't even have a backup quarterback for our team. So for us to pick him up, him come in, play in a game time scenario, game match scenario against this team. Because remember, Cincinnati back then, leaving last year was a game away from Super Bowl. So, I mean, again, how the way that Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator, put that defense on Joe Burrow, they were coming after him. They weren't playing as conservative as they were last week. They actually were really, really, really focusing on stopping Joe Burrow, not letting him get comfortable. Anytime, even when he threw the ball, they would let him feel it. So, I mean, kudos still. I'm not trying to take up the time on this topic, but kudos to Cooper Rush and kudos to that defense.
Yeah, he was comfortable.
Phenomenal game. Yeah.
He was comfortable on that field. Like I didn't get a sense of anxiety from him.
Right.
He just came out and did it. Did his thing.
Did what a professional should do, even if he's a backup.
Yeah,
that's what they're supposed to do.
Jay, any ads for this?
I was just I say they both played pretty good. I know Dallas started off very strong on offense, and then they went into halftime, and then the Bengals came in there and started getting a momentum, and the offense with Dallas was kind of struggling. So I mean, it was a great game from beginning to the end. It showed that it could have been anybody's game, and it was to the field goal kick of Dallas, which got the victory. So I mean, it could have been anybody's game. Yeah, it was a great game. I enjoyed it. And that's my take on it.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it could have really been anyone's game. I watched it with you guys, and yeah, I didn't know how it was going to end until it ended.
Yeah. One thing. I just want to bring up one more thing about this game, and I'm sorry again for this is for my boy Rad here, man. Hey, dude, I gotta say this for a true fan, because some people just really don't know football. Man, the Bengals have come a long way, and I say this respectfully for the franchise, right? The franchise that does it right, you can take a book from Cincinnati. Cincinnati had some really, really bad years, guys. Cincinnati was rough for some years. And they did it the right way, going through so many bad season, and not making the playoffs. So much great talent that they actually had come through that franchise. And they were always like rebuilding. But they finally got the formula to where they actually got their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Okay. They got their quarterback. They got their running back, Joe Mixon. They got their wide receiver. They got Chase. So, I mean, it's just
he got hurt, by the way.
Oh, he did in that game?
Mixon got banged up. I don't know if they haven't said really anything about him being out or anything or like questionable, but they said that he did get banged up a little bit. So, ankle.
Hey, Sephiroth, what's up, man? How you doing, brother?
Good to see you. All right.
Yeah, same here. I'm hoping for it.
All right. So next up, I didn't see any of this game, so I'm going to have to just listen to you guys. The Jets versus the Browns. What's up? Give me the story. Tell me the story.
The entire fourth quarter comeback that the Jets had entirely. They scored like 24 points in the fourth quarter. Like,
I'm
wrecked the rest of the game.
Look, I gotta go back.
No big deal. The Browns defense, no big deal.
Yo, can I just really say this though, Brissett, man, that dude. Like, can you just go back to your college days, bro, and just be great? Every team you go to, and this is no lie, bro. Every team that he goes to, bro, he blows it. He just blows the game, bro. He threw an interception at the end of that game. And he choked up for real. And I'm like, bro, can we just really just get some type of nads under there? I don't know what you want to call them, bro, right now, but man, you can't. You're blowing games, my guy. I'm just you're just blowing. Yeah. Blowing games. Brissett, that's the quarterback for the Browns, man. I mean, Deshaun Watson, man, if you're out there, bro, I still believe that you're the quarterback of this team, bro, because the backups they have is just, it's not there. Just not there. Never gonna leave that down, man. They're throwing an interception at the end of the game, and then it wasn't even close. Like, you threw it right to the goddamn defender, bro. Just
for real. It's like right
Jesus.
To the defender's hand.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, are you playing for the
throw it away?
I quit, man. I'm a second string anyways. I'm not even much supposed to be in this situation. I'm just saying, bro. Like, you can't just. I don't know, man. Like if I think about it, man, the backup is supposed to be almost, if not just as good as the starter, right? I mean, that's basically why you have a decent backup. And for the backups in this league, sometimes I don't understand it. Like, how do y'all even still have a job? Y'all really are pros? Y'all are sitting there throwing games like that? No wonder why you're not playing on the field. You would cost the team money, not let alone games. And people wouldn't want to come see them because they're losing all the time. But man, shout out. Like, that's why I'm happy that we all of a sudden now, and I say this still for Cowboy Nation, still have a decent backup in Cooper Rush. So kudos to that. But
you got Joe Flacco up in there with 4 touchdown passes. Joe
Flacco. Joe Flo. Hey, man, I'm telling you, I would not believe that Joe Flacco would still be throwing freaking touchdown passes in this league, man. Former Baltimore Raven.
For real. He had his heyday. I will admit, he had his heyday in Baltimore.
Can we really say that Joe? I mean, can we really say that Joe was really good though, playing for the Ravens, or was it really just a Ravens defense?
Ravens defense, in my opinion. Come on, they had Ray Lewis, Ed Reed.
I'm just saying
that combination was scary.
He had his heyday, so I had to ask: is he really just a good game manager, or is it really just that defense being that damn good, bro? We got to give it to Ray Lewis, right? Hey, will Joe Flacco ever be a Hall of Famer?
I doubt it. Also, though, I guess anybody on the other side of the spectrum could say that I'm biased against them because he played for Baltimore. So
I was gonna say, I got you. Okay, yeah.
I guess technically speaking, people could go for that. So
yeah.
I mean, But I don't like Baltimore.
I still got love for Joe, man. It's the same thing, man. I mean, you still see these quarterbacks still playing as old as they are, still being able to play at this game at this like, at this magnitude. I mean, because this is not, you already know it's a violent game, bro. Football is a violent game. Yes. And the most important position on the field is the quarterback, right? So if you have the quarterback, you basically got a damn good, more than 75, 80% chance of winning that game. But if you got that damn good defense, though, shout out to Baltimore still, man. Ray Lewis is the man.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, oh man, 4 flats on the leg, bro.
Lewis, man. Even I have respect for Ray
on
Lewis.
The leg. Hey man, them dudes was some monsters, man. You talk about some heydays, man, of Ray Lewis and Ed Green.
Getting popped by one of those guys, you couldn't pay me enough to get popped by one of those guys.
Yeah. What's the phrase they say? NFL, not for long.
Hey, I'm
just saying. I mean,
right.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I guess the quarterbacks are still like. I mean, it's the most important position, so you got to protect them. So
yeah,
just like how Tom Brady's like finna be freaking 50 years old, throwing goddamn 50 touchdowns in a season. It's freaking ridiculous, man. The GOAT, TB.
Crazy.
All right. I feel that. All right. So moving on. Next up, we've got Chiefs versus the Chargers. Who wants to take it? Tell me about it. Give me your thoughts.
I think that's Jason.
Why are we growling?
So to start off that game,
I'm going to in a second.
The Chargers had a good, they started off pretty strong, and then into the half, the Chiefs came back, and it was just tough for the Chargers to stop that offense. Patrick Mahomes, he just kept throwing that ball, and he just knew how to hit his targets, and everybody was starting to fall into place. And it was a really good game. I mean, the stats don't lie. So I mean, if you want to look into the stats, you gotta give props when props is due. Patrick Mahomes, he definitely held his own, and man, I mean, this guy, he. So I just want to say, a lot of people are comparing him to Tom Brady. I just say, hold that thought. Hold the thought. He's got to win more championships before you get him into that category.
He's got to get those wins, man.
Yeah,
those wins. Definitely. He gets those rings, then maybe. But
well, I'm gonna say this: when it comes down to teams, you can have all the talent in the world, but when it comes down to a damn good coach, and I always say this because, Andy Reid, man, is a really good coach. That guy is phenomenal.
He's a Hall of Fame coach, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. What he did, even when he was at Philly, and God, Lord, I can't stand Philly. But at the same time, I know we're in a cast here, so I have to keep it low key because I know I'm a Cowboys fan. But still, what he did with the Eagles, when he went, y'all see, what he did with Michael Vick, and what he did with Donovan McNabb, it's just he did such a good job there. He just couldn't get the ring there, right? But then when he went to KC, what he did with Alex Smith, y'all know what I'm saying? And now he's just really good with quarterbacks. And what he did with Patrick Mahomes, because Patrick Mahomes wasn't really that guy coming out of Texas Tech. You know what I'm saying? He was good, but low key people thought that he was bad.
He was drafted late too, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't drafted. Like I said, think about it. He came out the same year with Deshaun Watson, all those guys. You know what I mean? So those guys, are you looking at Deshaun Watson? You're like, hell yeah, Deshaun Watson to me is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. But now it's completely flipped. Now Patrick Mahomes is running the show, and in my mind, kudos to still Andy Reid. It comes back to my point. You can have all the talent, man, and like I said, it really takes a good coach to really, really harness that talent and to really turn it into a winning pedigree to win games. And he's definitely done that with the Chiefs. And now he's flourishing now, having Patrick Mahomes, having that defense, having Travis Kelce, even when he had Tyreek Hill, even though Tyreek Hill's gone now, I can still win without Tyreek. That's a good coach.
That's the statement that he's putting out there. So
that's why I stand with that. And it comes down to that coach. Andy Reid's a damn good coach, man.
He is.
Any more comments about the game? I mean, we talked an awful lot about the players, but the game itself, I think the game was really, it was a close game. I mean, when it comes down to Hibbert, man, Hibbert was like I said, to me, I think it comes down to
Herbert. Yeah, I said Hebert. Herbert. Yeah, he played well. I mean, it's the game wasn't a bad game. I think just still at the end of the day, what comes down to it is always about the experience. And I think like just with him having Patrick Mahomes having that type of experience already to win a Super Bowl, like it's just to me the experience sometimes does just overcome just all out talent, and that's what to me Patrick Mahomes just to me outplayed Herbert in that game. And to me, I think like still Patrick Mahomes is still if anything, how the way I saw freaking Aaron Rodgers play last night, more than likely Patrick Mahomes might be the MVP this year. Besides Josh Allen, by the way, and he's playing tonight too. So, that's how I feel.
All right. Well, if there's no more final thoughts on that, okay. Next up, Cardinals and the Raiders. I don't really know much about the Cardinals. I just wanted the Raiders to lose. So, who wants to kick it off? Come on, Radical. I was gonna throw it to Radical. Come on now, lead the charge here.
She'll always throw it to me, right?
Let's hear it.
She'll always throw it to me, right? Well,
I
mean, the literally for the Cardinals to be down, they didn't score any points until like the third quarter. It was a shutout.
It was a long ass time, bro. It took them way long to score.
Like late second quarter, early third, I think they scored their first touchdown.
Right.
And it was like for that, just for them to come back, and then we have to talk. If we are talking any plays, other than the game-winning, obviously the game-winning play in overtime by the defense, but we have to talk about Kyler Murray basically putting that team on his shoulders and rushing it into the end zone, and how that saying. I think it was a previous play where he literally broke out of like 3 or 4 tackles and got back and getting sent back 15 yards, basically.
Yeah.
So I mean. He pretty much – we have to talk about Kyler Murray and how Kyler Murray straight up rushed it into the end zone after pretty much almost getting sacked twice.
Right.
Yeah.
And that I think it was holding was a call that put him at the goal line. So
yeah, I mean
it was holding or something, pass interference maybe, but
okay.
I know that there was a call, and they put him to the goal line, gave him the first down.
Yeah.
They missed the pass. They tried to pass for a touchdown 3 plays and failed, and then went for it on 4th down. And Kyler Murray ran into the end zone, not tying the game, setting it up for the game tying 2-point conversion.
Right.
Which again, then in the same play, he ran out of the pocket and just hit him straight.
Right.
And they even reviewed that at the end of the game.
Yeah.
They reviewed it and was like,
I mean, what a climactic game, though, right? I mean, still, it took so long for it to happen.
So much.
It took so long to happen, and I mean, Kyler Murray, like, still just you don't want to give me my money, type thing. You don't want to make me the highest quarterback paid or whatever. Fine, that's cool. I'll just still carry the team on my back and do what I do best, and that's win games, right? So at the end of the day, but it wasn't him. I mean, how about that? How about still? I'm gonna switch it over to the Raiders, man. I mean, god dang, Devontae Adams and Carr, right? Like, what a duo that they were back in college, right? I mean, it's like a match made in heaven. The match made in heaven, with Joe Burrow and Chase, just that chemistry can't be broken, even after so many years that they haven't played with each other. They come right back together, and it's almost like 1-2, and like they never missed a beat since college, and they're both playing lights out. To me, I love those kind of stories because, nothing feels more refreshing than to see 2 old school college buddies still going into the league and wreaking havoc. You know what I mean? That's a really cool story, and for those two to come back into their in the middle parts of their career, still playing at a high level and still doing what they did back in college, man. That's a great story. And still, I'm gonna bring it over still with Jay here, man. What about the end of that game, though, bro? With that for that defense.
Yeah, what about that play at the end of the game?
So they went into overtime, and it could have went either way. But when that turnover happened and he took it to the house, it was just so it was shocking. Everybody's jaw just kind of dropped. we didn't know who was going to win. It could have went either way, and for the Cardinals to capitalize on that recovery and just to take it to the house.
I swear there was a moment of like stunned silence.
I think we all were.
Like everybody like didn't know what to say. Like it happened, and you're like, "Holy, he's got! Oh my god!" Like he just gone.
Right.
Gone.
It was amazing. I just, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
that was a great game. It was a great game.
Still one of many though, right? All weekend, like all the games were just so close and so really, it really brought to you why football is such a loved sport and why did they just take it away for like almost over half a year, and when it comes back, we're like all oozing and googling all over football, man. It's just a great
week for football fans. I would like to say that whether your team won or your team lost, it was a great experience all around. Like everybody had some really good games. We had some comeback games.
Yeah.
It was really, really a great week for football. With that being said, the Cardinals and the Raiders was 29-23. Cardinals on top in the overtime. Great game.
Yeah.
Defense. Buddy Murphy Jr. picked up the fumble at the very end of the game and took it to the house.
I mean, but like still, it almost looked like that they were like, man, is he really finna take it back? Yeah, full chase him. What are you doing? You just gonna let him run in there? They just watched him just running.
They just kind of watched him like
they were stunned too.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do. They were like, wait, what?
Like, man, I would have easily probably tried to clip that guy. Would have got DQ'd, but whatever. He ain't making a touchdown.
Yeah, just stop it. You gotta stop the play.
Even if I was on the
Take the
sideline,
flag.
man. Yeah, I would have
Take the flag, right?
DQ, all that. I would have done
Face mask that shit.
There you go. Straight up.
Do what you gotta do.
We're just gonna watch him win, right? We're just gonna watch him just go ahead and do his thing. Nah, man, it wouldn't have been me though. That's probably why I'm not in the league now, boy. I'd be doing some foul shit.
What was the game? I can't remember which one. Where we were all standing there, and like guy was like down towards the end zone, but like out of nowhere from the sidelines, the guy just came and like hammered the receiver. Like you all remember, I know you'll remember. It was like full on freight train, and he was fast. I mean, like he like. Did you remember which one that was?
You remember? I don't remember it.
And he got hit, and we were all like, "Oh!"
That might have been the Cincinnati Cowboys game.
Was it?
That was. Yo.
No.
I think it was. I think it was Micah Parsons got a hit on Joe Burrow, and everybody was like,
I don't think it was. I think it was after that though. I think
It was after that game. I can't remember. He hit Joe Burrow like that though, for real.
Somebody
He
got,
did.
I mean, like hit like a hammer.
There
He
were
came
two
from the
plays where
side.
they
It
got
was like
unnecessary roughness
one
on
guy
him.
was going this way, and he just came out of the sidelines out of like
No
nowhere and freight trained his ass. I mean,
I know what game you're talking about,
Yeah, come on.
but I can't recall.
I can't recall it.
Okay, so here it goes. I think it was the last play of the game, and he could have caught it to where he could have got it closer to the end zone or like a field goal to win it, but because it was a turnover, it was over.
That was that. I think that was the game. I think that was the Raiders and Cardinals game.
Was that the Raiders and Cardinals?
Yeah, it was because he
It had to
caught
be.
it. He caught it on the sideline, and the Raiders defender just
Oh yeah, it was. It was. I remember now.
smacked him
He
right
threw it,
back.
and he had it, but then he
She's right.
popped him.
She's right. It was
yeah, he
popped him
popped him
and
hard,
He hit
like
him so
freight
hard.
train.
Yes,
He literally
That was the
fast
game.
and
that was
hard.
the game that they would have won. They would have won that game.
they could have won that game if he caught that.
If he would have
If
caught
he would have caught that, it would have been.
Yeah, that guy had no fear. He was like, "I'm stopping this guy. Not happening."
That guy. He earned his paycheck on that hit, dude. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, he did.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's that dynamic, so climactic when it comes down to those because the game. They say it already. The game is played by inches, right? It's an inches game,
Yes.
And just by that slight of an inch of him catching that football, holding on to it, he dropped it. He had it in his hands, and yet he still dropped it, and unfortunately, it cost him the game on that. So.
I'm telling you, hands down, that's the most favorite play I saw of everything that we watched.
Girl,
Because
and look at Shiny going in a bag of tricks, digging up that. Hey, girl, you go ahead.
I'm proud of him.
listen, I mean, like it was like literally because he came out of nowhere. Like I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like they're a bunch of prima donnas and they don't do what they need to do. Because again, we know it's a very physical sport. You can easily walk away with a life-changing injury.
Yes.
And that guy had no fear.
Right. Yeah. He didn't care, man. He was like,
He
man,
took it.
look,
He
I'm
took it for the
gonna
team.
more
did.
than likely probably hurt myself hitting this guy as hard as I can, but I'm gonna.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna do it. He's like, yeah. He's like, not today.
Not on my watch, baby.
today.
Not on my watch.
He made the ultimate sacrifice to make sure he didn't catch that ball. So therefore, you got to say he was the X factor in that game.
Yes,
if it wasn't for him
Oh,
doing
for
that,
sure.
X Factor play, hands down,
yes.
dude.
Yeah.
Definitely. Hands down.
Hope he stays strong. That's all I gotta say. Last up, unless there's another game you want to talk about, we have Titans Bills. I know you guys all kind of like poo-pooed that game. We're like, yeah, we know how this is gonna go.
Was that the Green Bay Bears game?
No,
game.
you know what? You know what? I missed the Packers versus Bears. Yeah, Packers versus Bears. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that.
The floor is all yours. The floor is all yours,
dude. I'm gonna say this, man. Like, look, radical. Look, I'm talking radical, man. For real, bro. Look, man. Did we honestly think that Justin Fields was really gonna do something against Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Did we really honestly believe? Even when they scored the first touchdown, even when they were up at halftime, did we really believe that Justin Fields was gonna lead the Chicago Bears past Aaron Rodgers? Did we really think that? If we did, world, something's wrong with us right now.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers did play absolutely terrible.
Yeah, he didn't even play well. He didn't play well. No, he played bad, really.
So
bad.
I kind of figured he was primed for a massive game.
Right. I mean, you're talking about are you talking about with Justin or no, you're talking about Aaron, right?
No, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had a terrible game the first week against Minnesota.
Right.
Defense kind of sort of ate him up.
Right.
And then I was like, he's primed to have a massive game against the Bears.
Right.
And with Justin Fields, he played well against the Niners, but
right.
Niners, the Packers.
I'm just saying,
I'll
bro.
be honest here.
It's almost just one of those games where you just like kind of chuckle, because it's just like, I mean, come on, bro. Aaron Rodgers is not going to lose to the Bears. He doesn't lose to the Bears, bro. He's not going to lose to them. He owns them. I swear to God, if Aaron Rodgers would really just come and just be like, you know what? I just want to own a team. I already own the Bears, so I might as well officially own them. It would not surprise me if he would really do that. If he would really go out there and be like, you know what? I'm just going to buy your franchise because I feel like I can bring you more prosperity than me just whooping your ass every year. I'm just saying. He gets to do it. He gets to do it to him twice a year. I mean, no, 4 times. Is it 4 times? No. But y'all get what I'm saying, though, right? He gets to play when they're in their division. Yeah. So he gets to whoop their ass twice every year, and he's been doing it all his career. Okay.
Aaron Rodgers definitely has their number. He has their formula. He has their playbook. He has their everything.
Dude, it's the same thing, and I hate to revert back to this, but it's like our Cowboys will never beat Tom Brady. I don't know. We just won't. We won't beat him. Okay. It's literally like he's Houdini in our playbook, in our franchise, and know exactly what our defense is going to do, and he beats us every time. Every time. We have not beaten Tom Brady ever.
Don't never say never.
Well, I mean, we're not going to be playing the Buccaneers for a few more years, bro. So I think that was the last time. I think that was our last shot. We didn't do
it. Yeah, it was rough. Bears.
Back to the still to that game.
We're gonna win that game, but
it wasn't happening, dude. Green Bay is just always gonna just slap the Bears around, bro. I'm sorry, Bears fans. It's a fact, man. And Aaron Rodgers just has he has you guys wrapped around his finger. It's just the way it is. It's a fact. I'm sorry.
What team is there a team that's noted for slapping around the Packers? Like, is there anybody who takes them to school?
No, but
no, not
the
really.
First week, whenever they did go against the Vikings, did.
The Vikings did.
They did.
The Vikings put a licking on them for sure.
Okay, so let me ask the question: why do we think that is?
Rival.
But like, was it defensive, offenses? Like, what do you think made the difference in that game?
Defense.
Defense for sure.
I think Justin Jefferson's big game too contributed. He had
think
like
all of it.
over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that contributed as well.
Receiving, yeah.
Yeah, receiving. I mean, offense definitely was a key, but for Aaron Rodgers to not score like he normally would, defense definitely took a toll because we all know Aaron Rodgers. He's a gunslinger. Like he throws that ball, and usually when he throws it, he hits his targets. And for him to not score that many, man, Vikings defense really showed up. Plus their offensive weapons. So
I don't know. I really don't.
All right. Just thought I'd ask the question.
For sure.
Go Vikings. Anyway, I think we're going to be Cowboys, Bengals, Vikings. That's going to be my little triad of teams to support.
Cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Besides, you know what? DNA-wise, I am part Viking. So there we go. Anyway, hey, what better reason to make up to vote for a
I'm
team,
part
right?
Bengal Tiger, but I don't say anything.
ooh.
I'm not saying a word. All right. Next and last but not least, unless there's something else after this one, now we'll do the Titans and the Bills.
Well,
What is the score of that game?
technically,
currently,
they're
fellas?
still playing right
17-7.
now.
Okay. Anybody got some looks on that game?
Thought they're going to halftime.
What are we thinking? What are we thinking? What are we feeling? What are we
What-
rooting
Wait, what's
for?
the score again?
Derrick
7-17, Buffalo.
It's 17-7 Buffalo, and the only
Buffalo.
touchdown scored by Tennessee was a 2-yard run by Derrick Henry.
Oh,
and
the
he's only
King.
got 12
Yeah.
yards in the game.
The King.
Wait a minute. What, are you joking? Hey, yo, that Bills
He's got
defense.
8 rushes for 12 yards.
So he's getting like maybe
And a
what,
touchdown.
1.5 yards a carry? Jesus Christ, bro. Holy hell.
Josh
That's
Allen
bad.
with 2 touchdowns, 208 yards, 18 out of 23.
That is something.
Stephon Diggs
Holy
with a
crap,
touchdown.
man.
So what you're saying is that the Buffalo's defense is really, really dominating.
I mean, yeah, the Buffalo defense. I mean, they're continuing on with their streak that they had like even last week in the first
Right.
game. I mean, they still made a struggle for Matthew Stafford in the week 1. So
Right.
So
I
it's
think
safe
they're
to
continuing
say.
on.
So it's safe to say that for those that are in fantasy football leagues, that the Buffalo Bills defense is definitely a win.
I think
Definitely a
I
win-win.
think someone's just kind of gassing
Definitely a
themselves up
win-win.
just a little bit here.
Just a little bit.
He's going off
Back
the
off,
rails?
Jay.
Is he
Back
going
off.
off the rails?
Yes. So Jay here has the Bills defense. But you want to know something funny about that? His ass had him benched the first week.
So technically speaking, I didn't choose that. I wanted them to be my
Well,
starting
you
team.
didn't set your lineup, bro. You didn't set your lineup after you just were like, let me just, move on. You had 3 days to set it. You didn't set it. That's on you, my guy.
Aw.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, life happens. So
To be
we're
fair,
picking.
I don't know why you drafted them first. I don't know why they didn't put it in the slot automatically, to be fair, but
What's this chat from you?
Technicalities.
What's this chat from you? Jay, is he picking on you?
I mean, he can if he want to, but
I'll take him
it's
out
just
for you.
competitive banter.
Fight
It's
me.
just competitive banter.
Gotta be, yeah, definitely.
you know,
All right.
Competitive banter. Jay's gonna
Gotta
win
be
this week.
competitive.
He's gonna go against me in a couple weeks and lose, and that's fine.
Damn.
I think he's allowing it just because of the Dallas game because you lost. I think that's why he's allowing
I'm
it.
giving him his chance to shine because we all know they took an L. I've been quiet this whole time.
Hey,
I'm
took
proud of
their
you,
L.
Jay.
hey,
You know what?
hey! Did I
Yeah.
acknowledge that they
Good-
won
good
fair and square?
sportsmanship.
There's no
Good
cheating.
sportsmanship.
Yes. Good
Good sportsmanship.
sportsmanship.
That's
Did I not
that's how you
acknowledge
do
that they won and give them
Great
a
leaders.
GG's?
Hey, great
Did I
leaders.
not?
You
Did I
did.
not say it was a good game? Even though I could have been a salty fan and been like,
Yeah.
they cheated. Oh my god.
I'm telling you, man.
Yes, if I was to say that about any
team,
team, Pittsburgh.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
What are we
Stand
saying about
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
Hopefully, ain't got no Steelers
Sorry,
fans
no
in
Steelers
here.
fans in here, do we? No Steelers fans.
The rivalry, but
Still curtains. You don't want to rile them up.
All right, so let me just wrap here. So we're saying Bills is going to hopefully take the game. against
It's
the
safe to
Tennessee
say.
Titans.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm
not seeing any of the games,
7
so-
and a half.
So your money's on the Bills. Okay. Fair enough.
And the Eagles Vikings game just started too, guys. Wait, guys.
Well, I really hope that the Eagles lose. I'm just gonna be
Eagles
real with
are
that.
up
Yeah.
I don't want the
7-0.
Eagles to win.
Apparently,
Eagles
I'm
are
an
up
Eagle. I'm a
7-0.
Vikings fan now, so Vikings.
Yes, I will be rooting
7-0
for it.
Eagles. Let's see.
Somebody get me a Vikings T-shirt, will you? That's
Got
what I
it.
need.
Someone's
Now I
gonna
need
be
a
on
Vikings
Amazon.
T-shirt.
Let me
Someone's
go
gonna
on
be
Amazon
real quick.
Yeah,
Right.
I need to represent my new team.
Wait, what?
Oh.
my third
Third
new
new
team
team.
in the triad. They're at the bottom of the triangle.
Yo,
So at the top, at the side, side by side, Cowboys,
what she's doing out here.
Bengals, Vikings.
Just can't. I can't.
Hey,
She said she was
Okay.
gonna
All right.
It's
All
not
right.
right,
All right. Oh, I clarified. All right. So upcoming games. Any predictions we want to go out on a ledge and throw out there? I don't know what
Rushing
games are
touchdown
coming
for
up,
Jalen
so
Hurts.
hopefully you guys got it.
Yeah. Look for next week real quick. Give me 1 second.
Week 3, Browns versus
Yeah.
Steelers. Highlight the Thursday night game, by the way.
That's a really good game. Really? That's Thursday?
Browns and Steelers.
Holy
Thursday
crap,
night
bro.
football is
Ooh.
the Steelers and the Browns. You know I'll
Mhm.
be rooting for the Browns in that game. Just saying, y'all.
Which, by the way, for those that
Those-
don't know, if you have Amazon
Ooh.
Prime, you can catch that game on the Amazon Prime Video.
Good to know.
All Thursday games will be held on Amazon Prime Video. So
Wow.
The Bills versus the Dolphins.
That's going to be a really good game. That's going to be a good game right there. I believe it, man.
My money's on the
I'm looking
Bills
at-
Look, no. I'm telling you right now.
just because I hate the
You
Dolphins.
don't
Ooh,
my
that's another good
goodness.
game.
don't
Packers,
sleep on the
Bucks.
Dolphins, man. Don't sleep on them. I'm telling you. Don't do
Listen,
it.
it's just purely vengeance. That's all.
I got you.
Okay, so how about this? You know, I watch a lot of the football, and I'm pretty sure y'all do too. They do predictions. They'll all say their piece on each game, and then they'll do that
Okay.
vote. So we'll start off with the Thursday. So you know, Steelers versus Browns. Who y'all picking?
I think the Steelers pick up the victory.
I'm going
I
to
thought you
say.
said the Browns. Okay.
I'll be
I'ma
rooting for
go
the
ahead.
Browns, but I think the Steelers will ultimately pick up the
I'm gonna go
victory.
ahead. I'm gonna go on off the rails here because my dad was a Steelers fan, but I do like I like the Browns, man. I like what they have going because y'all know as well as I do. If they would have Deshaun Watson in that on that field right now, it'd be a totally different team. Okay.
Oh, yeah. They'd probably be
I agree.
Yeah,
One
you
thousand
know,
percent.
so at the end of the day, I'm still gonna go with the Browns because I believe that the Browns have a better defense than the Steelers. So I'm gonna
All
go
right.
with the Browns.
Jay, who's your pick?
I'm just gonna be real. I think the Steelers are a favorite to win, but it's any given Sunday. But I'm gonna go ahead and go out and say that the Steelers has the better team as of right now. So Steelers.
All right. And Radical, you are predicting Steelers as well. All right.
Yep. But I kinda
Just
hope
to
I'm
make it
wrong.
even, I'm going to side with the end. Not that my vote matters
yes.
for anything,
Oh,
but
she decided.
I'm just going to go 2v2. 2v2.
There we go. That's cool.
She decided against me. That's all.
You know what? And you know what? I just thought about it. We're gonna do this thing where we get the predictions. So whoever gets the most predictions
By the end
overall
of the season,
by the end of the season,
Right.
there's gonna be a treat for that person. Just saying.
Okay. Cool. I'm down with that.
Am I in this? Do I get to participate?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
Of
you
course.
picked the game, didn't you?
Yeah,
just picked the team?
You just picked the team. So
All right.
you're in. You're in it. You're in it to win it.
So
All right.
let's see.
Bills, Dolphins. You already know I picked the Bills.
You know, y'all, I might have to ride a hot hand here.
Oh man, there we go, boy. They don't wait to live on the edge, my guy. Go ahead.
I might have to. I'm sorry, Shiny. I love you, but I'm gonna have to go with the Dolphins win
There
this
you
game.
go. That's what I'm
By
talking
field
about,
goal.
dog. Go by field goal. Okay. Okay.
Fine. The end. Where are you going?
Oh, I'm going with the Dolphins. I have to.
Gosh,
I have
dang
to.
it.
I have to go with
I
the
think you
Dolphins.
have to ride a
I
hot
like-
hand here.
I gotta
Jay?
go with the Dolphins. Like I said, they're really hot right now. Maybe they might get their reality check and get beat, but I'm gonna pick them. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins. I like their offensive firepower.
Seeing what the Bills did last week, plus what they're doing currently, I think the Bills is gonna shut that defense, that offense down. So
we're split
I'm going
again.
with the Bills.
2v2 again. All right. What's the next game? What's the next game?
We got another good game here. Packers and the Buccaneers.
Ooh.
You know what?
I think
I'm a Bucks.
I think I'm gonna also have to ride the Tom Brady wagon on this game and go Tampa Bay gets the win. I just think that he's out to prove something. I really do. I think Tom Brady's out to prove something. I don't know if it'll be his last season or not or whatever, but I think it's he's out to prove something. Packers, they're kind of showing to be a little bit wishy-washy though, because the first game they didn't play so well. Second game, you know, they're playing really well, and they're against the Bears. So I mean, sorry, nonsense. I love you, bro. Cookie, I'm sorry, but the Packers are going to destroy the Bears like they did this week, and they'll destroy them again the next time they play. And I'm gonna pick Tampa Bay to go and squash Green Bay.
Okay. All right, Jay, what's your pick?
So we all know that Tom Brady has multiple championship rings. We all know he has that pedigree. He is goated. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, he's a great quarterback, but he doesn't have many championships. So I think as overall, the hot team out of those two is Buccaneers. So I'm going Bucks.
Okay. The end.
Here we go, Lone Ranger. No, I'm a realist, man. TB12 and A-Rod, man, they both phenomenal quarterbacks who brought their team to great prosperity. And but I cannot go against the GOAT, man. I can't. And then he does have that beast ass defense behind him in the Buccaneers. So I feel that they're definitely going to go after Aaron Rodgers. And I think it's just going to be another wake-up call for him that, you know, Tom Brady is still the man right now. Even still in this era, man, just to leave a team, to come with a team and then win the Super Bowl. I mean, who can't get more goated than that, than Aaron Rodgers? I mean, than Tom Brady.
Really just cemented him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just.
But can I ask a question?
Sure.
So do we feel like Tom Brady has well integrated with the Bucks?
I mean, he brought him a Super Bowl. So, I mean, at the end of the day,
his
first year coming there, he brought them a Super Bowl.
So we feel, all right, so the confidence between the team and him is good.
It's definitely substantial because if I can retire, still come back, and I'm still winning games, I'm pretty sure I'm cemented. For sure.
Yes,
they're gonna love TB12. Even after he leaves and retires, it's just, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't just freaking retire his number. He have a second retired number just with a different team.
Right.
All right. Well, it is, just so you know, we're in the last 5 minutes of our discussion here, so I just want to make sure we stay on point. So next up, what's the next game we got on the roster?
Let's see. I mean, the next game that seems like it would be good is the Rams and the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Like I said, we got to highlight the plays. The Cardinals, I think they'll play well, but I'm gonna have to pick Matthew Stafford and the Rams to bounce back from their 2 weeks of a little bit of down gameplay and come back strong. Aaron Donald, I think, will have a good game. I don't think he'll stop Kyler Murray completely, but I think he'll have a good game. So I'm gonna go with the Rams.
I'm also going to I'm gonna go against that. I think that right now that the Rams are so high on their Super Bowl victory, you know, them winning the Super Bowl, they're still just caught up in that, and that's why I feel that they're not playing up to the potential of being defending champs. So to me, they're going to take Kyler Murray lightly. Kyler Murray's going to light the scoreboard up. He's going to do what he does best, run around, do his thing. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Jay.
Okay, so Mr. Murray, he's definitely the X factor. I feel like if they take him lightly, he's gonna run them all over the place. I mean, he's a mobile quarterback. He can throw it. He can, if they get that running game, and you know, if he runs around just confident, they have a high chance of winning that game. Like the end said, The Rams are still kind of celebrating their last championship that they got. So it's tough to say, but I feel like if the Cardinals can pull through, they can get the win.
I'm gonna go with the Rams on this one. I think they're gonna capitalize on their momentum, and I think they're gonna take this one.
Cool.
All right, next up.
So I want to point this out there, and I feel like it was only right that I bring this one up. They have so many different games, so many different lineups, but there's one game that I'm staring at, and I just feel like we have to talk about it, and I want to end it on this note.
Right.
We got the Cowboys going to New York against the Giants. The Giants are 2-0, and the Cowboys is 1-1. What better game than that rivalry right there? The Cowboys and the little Giants. I mean the Giants. Excuse me.
You know what?
Hard nose.
How about the Cowboys fans go first? I'll go last.
I'll go first. I'll go.
Take the floor.
Now I am gonna say this because I'm shocked, man. I have to say it. I'm a Cowboys fan to the heart. I mean, it's just that losing your star quarterback is devastating for any team. Any team that loses their star quarterback, you're in for a rough season. So for them to still just be winning right now with our second string quarterback speaks volumes. It speaks that, like, we're just not going to go down. We're not going to go out without a fight. We're going to keep playing. But I'm going to say this. The way the Giants are playing right now, yeah, it's a bit scary, what they're doing. But to me, the Giants haven't faced some pretty decent competition like we have already. All right. And we just beat a team, that had all their players mostly, that had their team. Right. So, and we had our second string quarterback. So in this game, I'm still going to give it to the Cowboys, though, all day. I'm not going against my Cowboys. All right, Jay, go ahead, bro.
So my put on this is that every time the Cowboys go against rivals, it's always a tough game.
Right.
But stats-wise, we always seem to get that win. But this is a different situation. Dak Prescott is out.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Rush definitely coming in there and just, doing really good. Keep in mind, we did go against a team that just was in a contendership for the championship. They went against the Rams. So for us to beat the Bengals, that definitely speaks volumes. I got to say, it's going to be a tough game, but I do feel like we can go in New York and get that win. So,
all
right. I'll go. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm impressed with Cooper Rush. I didn't think he had it in him. I thought the game was going to be significantly worse.
A wash.
Yeah. All right. Let's just say it. Yeah. Absolutely. I hate to say it.
You're a fan, so if you say it, it's fine. Because I was the same way.
I'm so impressed with how well he did. His composure on the field. Again, he kept it tight. I gotta say, I'm going with the Cowboys.
Nice.
I'm on the Cowboys.
Y'all.
Go ahead, man. No, I'm not gonna hate you. No, man.
You're about to hate me in a minute.
Do you think, man? Go ahead.
I'm gonna go different here.
I'm sorry. You're doing what now?
New York.
You're doing what now?
Giants.
What? What now?
Hey, I love you.
What? I can't
don't yell
hear
at me.
you.
I love you.
Cowboys? You said Cowboys? Good pick. Good pick. Good job.
I will support Chinese Dallas Cowboys, but
no,
not now. Okay, fine. I'll remember this. I will remember it.
Dallas Cowboys win the game.
It's coming later. It's coming.
No, you didn't let me finish the point. I've said what I was going to say. Is I think this game does belong to the Cowboys, but I think later on down in the season they will steal one from the Cowboys.
Okay.
All right, so you're on Team Cowboy, aka Team Shiny.
I will go with the Dallas Cowboys to win this game next week, but I think later in the season,
the next game we're going to lose.
I think later in the season the Giants might steal one.
Okay, I could take that one. I'll take that.
All right. You know what? I'm on board with that too, because I think by then they'll maybe have figured out Cooper Rush's moves. Maybe.
But I do agree.
Like they might
do agree. I want to ride Rush's momentum. He
Good call.
played very well.
Very good call.
And, I don't want to get killed by Shiny, too, so.
Oh, he had to point that out real
He had to point it out real quick.
You know what? I'm just saying it was a smart call. It's a smart call.
Hey, what's up?
All right. Well, we are now at time, gentlemen. So I don't know if you want to talk about fantasy league updates or I know Cuzzo, I think you got to roll and get set up.
Right? Yeah. True. I am gonna say something about the fantasy league though, man. How about still, if y'all guys have not freaking put Tyreek Hill on your goddamn fantasy team, you better put that boy on there because that dude is eating yards right now.
He is fire.
Serious points.
He is the trendsetter right now.
Dude, he is killing it, dude. Killing it. So put Tyreek on your team, man. Everybody's sleeping.
Bro, I'm about to drop.
But you better wake up.
That boy Matt Ryan. Like I'm about to go pick up Tua Tagovailoa right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh man, yes.
Yo,
yes.
I'm about to ride, dude. You know,
Team Tua,
Jay.
Team Tua, bro.
Jay, you need to go get your boy Cooper Rush on your team, bro. Hey, I'm kidding. Why?
Get a
You pick up Cooper Rush this week, he goes out there and scores 20 points next week, fancy.
Oh man.
All right, guys.
He plays the Giants like that.
I'm gonna go ahead and get myself ready. I love you all. Thank you all for having me. This was great. This was fun. I enjoyed the hell out of this. We definitely need to do it again. So,
fantastic. We'll be back next Monday for this. 100%.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So Shiny, would you like to make the announcement every week?
Every week we are going to be here at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. This is going to be your squad for football highlights. Make sure you're tuning in. Would love to hear more in the chat. Agree, disagree, whatever. Watch me, do my best to keep up with the boys. And let's wave bye-bye to Cuzzo here, also known as The End officially.
Bye, guys.
And we'll just kind of spend a few minutes wrapping up.
It was good talk.
Bye.
All right,
man. I'm really excited about this.
Now comes the time of day.
The time of day for what?
Dun dun.
Dun 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 dun.
Who do we raid?
I mean, he doesn't know, but I think I know who we should go to.
Who?
Who was just in here?
Cuzzo.
Why not?
The End. I think so too. We just got to stall for a hot minute.
Yes.
But I mean, you guys, for real, I mean, is there anything else you want to kind of clear up about your fantasy leagues? Anybody want to, are you both doing well, poorly? Are you?
I am not doing well.
Oh, really?
And I'm starting off 0-2. So
hey, Noxie.
That's all I'm saying.
Shiny. Say hi to Noxie. Noxie's here.
It's my new girlfriend. Yay. Let's give her a shout out.
She said, Tita sent us all here for this break.
Oh, yay.
Oh, we're about to end, though.
That's okay.
Shiny, do you have any word on Noxie?
Hi, Noxie. Missed you. That's all I got. Bet you didn't expect to see me here, did you? Me neither. And here we are. Wait,
I think I got to get you another shot, Noxie.
Yay! It's football season. Yay!
Well, I gotta retire. I gotta go.
We're the Cowboys, and we're here to say hello. Hello. That's as good as it's gonna get. Sorry.
So he has switched over.
Okay, he's switched over.
He is playing D.
Hey, Rabbit, what's up?
Rabbit Crack Weasel.
She made sure to say, "Hey, Shiny. Hey, everyone. I see you. Noxie." Showing favoritism. I show favoritism too. Don't worry.
I think I got all the shout-outs done there. All right.
What's up, Evan, aka Rabbit? Shiny.
What?
Your editor powers.
What about my editorial powers?
Use your editorial powers. I want to see you do this.
Hold on.
I want.
Hey, stop
I'm
eating
gonna be
plastic.
super proud.
Okay. So.
Read us out, Shiny, on the. Radical Foil channel?
I will. Possibly.
Yeah, it's been acting weird all like stream apparently. I don't know what it is. I know.
Okay, I got one set up.
That makes sense. Okay, that should be better.
And then I'll do the same on Jay's channel.
Look
at me.
Earning
my stripes.
Look at Shiny, the editor.
All right, there you go. Both raids on both your channels have been created. The only thing I guess I got everything I needed to get out of this, right? Because it's just the shoot. English is hard. 2 channels.
I had to turn up my volume on my microphone. Apparently, it was at like 40. I was like, why is it so low?
I don't know. And this
It's
little
been
teeny
acting
tiny
weird,
tater.
so I don't know what to do. I don't know. It's been acting weird.
Well, it's all good now. Everybody heard you. Although I did get some feedback from the end that his audio was a little bit staticky. It was kind of popping in and out a little bit. I don't know what the issue was. So.
Mine?
No, the end. MFGs.
Mistakes were made, but they'll get capitalized next time.
Oh, so much better foil.
All right. Well, both are ready to go. So here we go. We're going to raid out. Everybody make sure you show MFG mad love in his chat. He doesn't know we're coming. So whoop it up if you don't mind.
And I'd like to say I appreciate you guys for tuning in on the recap, and we will see y'all next week. Stay lit. Too lit.
Nice. Too lit. There you go. And we will end this broadcast here on our end.